Hey friends, this is Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. Today is May. It's May! It's May, the lusty month of May. It's May Day. It's for all those folks who want to dance around maypoles and put flowers in their hair and have a wonderful time, you go right at it. I want shopping. It's question day. And not just so much questions as it's an information share day. I got a wonderful email from... I can't see her name. I think it's Liza Shade Harbor. And she wanted to share some information. She lives in... Here is a startling discovery I made. I'm currently in South Florida, Hollywood, Florida. I called the extension office to get my canning gauge checked. I learned that they do not do this. Each county office is tailored to the needs of the community. Guess what? They cannot test my gauge. No one does. So unless people are storing dried goods and pre-bought goods, and if something horrendous happens, they may only have a month or two of max supplies. No canning jars at Home Depot or Pembroke Pines. They said they tailored to the community, and I was told this was an urban area. We buy our stuff from the store. So she was told that nobody does their own canning. Everybody just buys their stuff from the store. But the problem is, and there is a grocery store on every corner, but if there was truly a disaster, like another Katrina, it's hurricane country in South Florida, right? The stores only carry, even though there's one on every corner, they only carry 3 days max of food. So if the supply was cut off, there would be a lot of issues. And people can stand in line for government cheese if they want, but man, oh man, I think that's really not a good thing to have all your stores only have 3 days worth of food. And they said, oh, don't worry about it, we get food in all the time. Well, like she said, what if the supply line was cut off? Let me see. Why is this startling? Because this is hurricane country. It would be pandemonium should the supply lines get disrupted. I agree. Totally agree. Anyway, the point is it's good. Thank you for the information. It's really good to actually go in your community where you buy your everyday stuff and find out just how much stuff they actually keep on hand. I know that our Giant Tiger, which is kind of like a Big Lots, it has household stuff, clothing, but it also has groceries. They only get their shipments in on Wednesdays, Thursdays, once a week, and there's only really one highway coming into Wakefield, and so if there was a supply line disruption, I mean, that would go all the way up the 105 is up to Maniwaki. There would be issues because there's only one highway out of Wakefield coming this way, and that's the 105. So, I mean, it's good to know so that you can gauge what you should have on hand if there's an emergency, right? So thank you, Shade Harbor, for the, yeah, I agree. If there was a Katrina, a riot, or other issues, that place would be absolute pandemonium. Thank you for the information. Somebody asked me, I watched your ketchup video. I've made ketchup before. I'm wondering if yours tastes like the recipe from the Ball canning book. I don't have a Ball canning book, honey. I pretty much, you know what my ketchup is? It's pretty much homemade chili sauce. Not spicy chili sauce, just homemade chili sauce that's been pureed and cooked down. Is your ketchup really thin or thick? Well, that depends on how long you cook it down, and I recommend doing it in a double boiler and then cook it to your thickness. But remember, it's always runnier when it's hot. When it cools down, it's going to thicken. Update on the cheesy macaroni or cheesy egg noodles and pasta instant meals and the chicken and rice instant meals that I sent my son in Toronto. and he hasn't gotten past the homemade hamburger helper. He said he had to use a little bit less water and cook it a little bit longer. He said, but it was nom nom. He phoned me while I was in Costco. And he said, tell everybody he doesn't do videos, folks. You rarely see my son Briar. But he said, and I quote, you tell everybody my mom rocks, 2 thumbs up, my mommy loves me. And that's true, I do. So, he hasn't tried the chicken and rice yet, but he said he's saving that. He doesn't want to eat all his good stuff in one day. Update. I have 5 turkey poults that are on the way out the door. I have now successfully hatched 28 turkey chicks. I've got the incubator behind me. My big box incubator, my homemade one, is going to be getting chicken eggs tonight. And I'm collecting turkey eggs for one more load. So that's about it. We went to Costco today, and I noticed that the prices have been joggling. I noticed that my organic avocado oil jumped from $10.99 a bottle. No, or was it $11.99? But anyway, it's up to $13.99. The organic sugar bags have changed, but they've dropped in price. They've gone from organic sugar to Kirkland organic sugar, which somebody pointed out, and they were only $10.99, so they've come down in price for the organic cane sugar. And it just goes to show you, folks, that what you demand, or the more people that demand quality food, the more they're going to make it, the more the prices are going to drop, because more people are demanding it, so they're going to have to become competitive. What else is new? Buddy, our little goatling, we haven't nipped him yet. Everything's good. Mama Wolfie, or Nan is going home tomorrow for a couple of weeks. She has doctor's appointments, but she'll be coming back up at the end of June, and then we are making our trip to Ohio and thereabouts in July. Now, folks, please, all the invitations to stop and have a meal or have a cup of tea are wonderful. However, we only have 1 week, and so and we're driving, and we've got stops to see family along the way. So we're not going to be able to stop and see everybody. Okay? But you will see the videos. Okay? This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead with a May 1st update. Take care. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.